Hi, I'm Anna.
And I'm Ben.
And we are Autosave. Welcome to our channel.
Today we're watching Mob Psycho Season 2, Episode 6. One of, if not my favorite show. Just
all time.
Period.
Period. Yeah. End of story.
Yeah. Last episode was indescribable. You can't put it into words easily. Just like the show. I loved it. It was great. It was perfect.
Sometimes it feels like coming up with words in order to describe the show or talk about it seems arbitrary. It seems like you can't even actually put it into a satisfying sentence.
Yep. I agree. I've rewatched the episode twice and I still can't encapsulate a take, that is simple. It's just it was a great episode. It was perfect. One thing that I didn't appreciate enough, I don't think, is that in the battle towards the end, Mob's voice acting was like nothing we had ever heard before.
I can't believe we didn't talk about it, but I mean, in the discussion after last episode, we were pretty, I don't know, shocked, lost for words, emotional. There was, it felt like so much happened in such a small amount of time that we weren't fully done processing. So I'm not surprised that some things went underappreciated at that time or not noticed.
Yeah. I feel like I could just sit down and go frame by frame through that episode and talk about it for an hour. But we're not on that episode anymore.
We're on the next episode.
The next episode. And
the story is continuing to move along.
Dude, for a lot of TV shows, I'm like, oh, how are they going to top this? That's not even a question in regards to this show. I'm just happy to be watching any content this show gives me. It's so interesting. But yeah, I love the show. Last episode was perfect. Wouldn't change a thing.
I'm gonna put a compilation together of every time you just say that you love Mob Psycho.
I love Mob Psycho.
I think you say it every single episode that we watch, maybe even multiple times.
I love Mob Psycho.
Need to edit all of them together.
I love Mob Psycho. You ready?
Yeah.
Sweet. 1. That's the creator's name, I think. Reagan's previous job.
He worked for a water cooler company.
We haven't seen Teru this season, right?
That's a pure shame. Literal shame. I need more Teru. It's crazy to me that Mogami isn't a big part of this opening by how big it felt the last couple episodes. That's more than I can do. Amazing. Amazing. If he's not careful, he's gonna hurt himself. They're so blushy. It's the Connie of Mob Psycho. Oh, please,
end the show. End the show. It's amazing.
近立て込んでてな、力の放出は避けたいっていうか。今日は師匠一人でやってくれませんか。いきなり呼び出すのやめてほしいっていつも言ってるじゃないですか。来れない理由があるのか。
Tell him.
どうした影山。急なバイトが入ってカラオケには行けなくなりました。すみません。物事には優先順位がある。仕方ないさ。
I didn't want him to miss karaoke.
I know.
I wanted to hear him sing. Oh, I will.
Why are they in here in the first place?
It's always the same building, too.
This is so reminiscent of the first episode.
Is this gonna create some tension within their relationship?
プライベートってせいぜい筋トレの部活くらいじゃないのか。それかまたデート詐欺か何かに引っかかったのか。すぐ利用されんだから。
Come on, Reagan.
成長しねえなお前らよ。そいつらはお前の理解者なのか。
He's being really manipulative right now.
どうせお前のことなんか大切に思っちゃいねえよ。弱い人間を内心でバカにして楽しんでんだよ。違う。バカになんてしてない。きっとレーゲン師匠の言うことが正しいとは限らないんだ。
Dug his own grave.
言ってんだモブ。疲れてんだな。ラーメンでも食って帰ろうぜ。僕はバカにされてもないし、簡単に利用もされない。
Holy shit.
やはり昨日はちょっと嫌な感じで言い過ぎたか。俺と関わりを立てばまた元の孤独に。
He has Teru and Ritsu who understand.
おかえりリツ。しばらく師匠のところには行かないことにしたんだ。僕は今までレーゲン師匠の言葉に乗っかりすぎてた。それで全部がうまくいくような気がしてなんか楽だったんだ。成長しねえなお前らよ。それだけじゃ良くないことに気づいたから、もう少し自分のやりたいことを考え直してみる。
Look at that proud face.
残念だったなレーゲン。ボロを出したお前が悪い。
One again.
それは何よりです。
Reagan needs mob.
本物じゃなくてモブがいなくて困ることなんかあるか。今まで通り俺は自分の手に負えることだけ要領よくこなしておけばいいんだ。ガキの思春期相談だって聞かずに済む。時間は有限だしな。その分勉強したり
He's gonna be
広
lonely.
げるべきだ。悪いなモブ。お前の計算外だろうが俺は全然悔しくないぞ。お前は今頃寂しがっているだろうがな。
Projection.
This is a really interesting route to take.
今頃モブのやつひどく後悔してるだろうな。大人な俺は事情も察せるし気にしてないというのに。
He's with friends.
バカな。あのモブが楽しそうにしている。
何隠れてんだてめえ。シゲはお前のこと全く何にも気にしてないみたいだし、とても平和だな。
お前はいいのかよエクボ。
何がだ。
俺から遠ざかればモブはますます能力を使わなくなるぞ。モブの力を利用して何かしたかったようだが残念だったな。ただの中学生にひっついてせいぜい楽しく過ごしたい。その間に俺は次のステージに行かせてもらうぜ。
ま、相変わらず元気そうで何より。そんなギャグが言えるくらいなら心配ねえな。もう二度と会うこともないかもな。
Aw.
ページの更新でもするか。
Karaoke.
お前こないだバイトで行けなかっただろ。せっかくだし入ろうぜ。
歌いながらでもいいんじゃない
Oh.
You can do it while you're singing. Yes.
いいからほら
今は SNS でいつでも知人と交流できるから便利な時代だよな。放置してて悪かったな。私生活が忙しくて。そうか。すっかり忘れてたな。
This is the route they're gonna take?
Zero message. Oh no. The present was an ad for another job.
モブ君リズム感ないのね。
レーゲンさんだ。レーゲン先生が来たぞ。
先生こっち座ってほら。
レモンサワーサワー多めで。お酒大丈夫なの？弱い人間のたまり場だ。
聞いてくれレーゲンさん。ついていったら絵画の展示しててさ。
名画のコピーの展覧会に連れて行かれたんだな。デート商法だ。相談を聞いて適当な助言をするだけでやたら慕われる。俺にとって友人に近いのか。俺今日誕生日なんだ。
誕生日だったらちょうどよかった。低反発でぐっすり眠れて定価12万円が。
あなたかちゃんまだ一杯でしょ。顔真っ赤よ。大丈夫？
ダメだな。
Please drunk call Mob and tell him how much you love him. Please.
お会計。俺って友達いなかったんだな。
アルコール抜いといたのに。
Placebo is a powerful thing.
この状況はまずい。まずい流れに乗ろうとしている。俺はなんだ。俺もなるしかない。何者かに。
単独になり吹っ切れたレーゲンは明確な変化を起こした。
その依頼、このレーゲン新たかが引き受けた。
New.
町の清掃活動を始めたり、除霊の様子をネット公開したり、無料講座や人生相談も始めたりして活躍の場を広げつつも、
Okay.
中でも超有名オンラインゲームファンタジー地獄のプレイヤーキラーは正体が幽霊と噂されている。
Ooh.
多くの霊能力者が
Look at all those monitors.
難問依頼。
The setup's better than
聞
mine.
いたことあるがやめてくれ。我々の手に負えるものじゃない。
つまりモブですら除霊する手段を持たない事案だったのだ。レーゲンは複数のアカウントで連日深夜までレベル上げと武器強化を繰り返し、
Only a task for Reagan.
そしてついに除霊に成功する。
すごい。本当に除霊できたんですね。
能力者ですか。課金しすぎて赤字か。
誰かがレーゲンを調味師の兄などと呼び
The
The Bro
Bro
Seasoning
Seasoning
City.
City.
さらにその数日後、
テレビそんなに注目されているのか。俺は
レーゲン先生の噂をたまたま耳にしたプロデューサーがぜひ番組にと。
It worries me this comes after Mogami.
That's a good catch.
Mogami was the TV face of psychics.
怪奇探偵霊能力は実在するのかスペシャル生放送でお送りしてます。司会は私海老原森蔵とゲストに SF 学者茂木達也さん、アイドル佐竹さん、そして霊能者の方
Jodo's
が
there.
本日はよろしくお願いします。
すげえ。テレビに出てるよ。トントン拍子に盛り上がってる感じだ。
今回は
Jodo's a wild card. I don't know.
という人物をスタジオに招待。
ファンとかできちゃうんじゃないの？よっしゃ。緊張するけど。
ここは気合の入れどころだな。とか思ってるだろう。今のうちにせいぜい浮かれてろ、バカめ。お前をテレビ局のプロデューサーに紹介
Oh no.
He's trying to ruin him.
あの日のことは弟子から聞いているぞ。この浄土キリンに
You were possessed, dude.
徹底的に後悔させてやる。
Okay, that was Mob Psycho, season 2, episode 6. That was a very interesting episode.
I think the feeling I have right now of like, I think the overall ending feeling is somewhat happiness.
Yeah.
Because I think it's almost better if Mob and Reagan are okay without each other. That makes when they come together and their friendship like shine so much better. You don't want to have to rely on someone else for your happiness and for your life. And so we should not want that for Mob or Reagan to feel like they need each other. But they can miss each other, just not be a wreck or lonely or unable to go on with life. So I think that this is really satisfying to me that Mob is able to be happy and have friends, but he's starting to feel like, oh, I kind of miss that place where I felt like the other half of me that I'm denying right now belongs. And then Reagan, he's good at working by himself. He's good at being by himself, but Mob's kind of the crutch to his plan of like fully actually being convincing as a psychic.
Yeah. I don't know if I want like at the moment I don't want Mob to go back to Reagan.
What Reagan said really peeved me off.
Yeah.
I was pretty upset at him for that manipulation.
This is what Mob's always wanted. Like, this whole show is about like self-improvement and Mob being happy with himself. And like there was a line
was it like in the Emmy episode?
No, in this episode. Okay. That in regards to why he joined the Body Improvement Club, and they said like, oh, it was in order to impress your crush, and Mob said that was at first but now, and then didn't like finish his train of thought. Mm-hmm. I think that Mob just improving himself and then along the way gaining friends and inner happiness, and then like what Dimple was saying, him being able to like improve with push-ups and everything, like he's just finding peace. And he has a huge negative connotation to using his psychic powers to a certain degree sometimes, for a lot of the time that we've seen. And unless he can have like a positive connotation with that, then I wouldn't want him to go back to Reagan. I like him being happy and like, you know,
he's allowing himself the freedom of happiness and friendship and interpersonal relationships now. Yeah. And he's not denying himself his feelings and his happiness no longer. And that is a really nice thing to see. I just hope that eventually Reagan can fit into that picture.
Yeah, me too.
With him. But I think I agree with you that if it comes soon, it's going to be probably in the fashion of Mob choosing to save Reagan from Jodo embarrassing him or something next episode.
Yeah.
Or seeing Reagan on TV and missing his antics or something like that.
I thought at first it might be in Claw kidnapping Reagan. And
he did pretend to be the leader and sneak into their facility.
And so I thought that that's the direction we were going in. But I'm just along for the ride happily right now. I like that this isn't just a one-off episode thing and we're going to continue it next episode. It's interesting.
It's I really love this kind of overarching theme of this season, of season 2, of Mob deciding that his feelings and his wants are valid and he should also have those. Also, it's kind of depressing to think about how long he's denied his relationship with his brother.
Yeah.
Ritsu was like, do you want to play video games? And Dimple looked so, like, happy that Mob was getting this chance to play video games with Ritsu.
Yeah.
Like, it was almost like, I don't know, I'm really proud of Dimple, too, because it didn't seem like Dimple was provoked by Reagan. It felt more like Dimple was mad at Reagan.
I agree. And it all, like, you could see Ritsu just being happy for Mob. And, like, don't get me wrong, I am a Reagan simp and I love him, but like I love Mob and I'm happy to see him. I'm happy to see Mob happy.
You've said that the mangaka is so you saw Mob's sweatshirt?
Yeah. It's not just the sweatshirt. There's so many times this episode that
really?
Yeah, so many times. And I thought that was interesting. But I love all of Mop's friends. I love the Body Improvement Club, and I love all of them celebrating each other's birthdays. And
I mean, they really have become a fun mix of kind of. One club wouldn't necessarily be classified as misfits. People would probably think they were cool because they had muscles and they were strong and they were intimidating, and people like people that care about taking care of themselves.
Yeah.
So they probably weren't low on the totem pole in terms of popularity, but the Telepathy Club. So it's just like a really cute kind of mix of people who all seem to get along now after sharing a room, but also probably being brought together by this common piece, which is Mob.
Yeah. I'm just enjoying it. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Good episode. Excited to see what happens with Reagan. Proud of him for doing good himself. And
I mean, he's really doing well for his business. I'm kind of sad that he didn't get asked to be on TV just because of himself alone.
Yeah.
But it did worry me that the theme of who Mogami was and how he was known as a psychic, and he was known as like popular face on TV, a TV psychic. And so it does make me a little nervous to right after we come off of that like fight.
He also had the power, though, that
Yeah.
of a powerful psychic. That
Well, then more to be worried about Johto being on TV.
Yeah.
I don't like Johto. Also, you really didn't want him to stop your rampaging possessed body.
I love it. It's so funny. All right, that's all I have. You.
Yeah, okay. The video game thing.
Video game thing was amazing. Top
What
notch.
do you think about that? Was it really a spirit in the video game, or was it just like a player that never left their room and beat everyone?
That. It was great.
Do you need that many monitors?
Uh,
Would you go crazy if you had that many monitors?
No, I'd love it. But it doesn't look aesthetic.
It did not look good. He got like some metal rack from like Home Depot and set it up on top of his desk.
Like amateur battle stations. But I don't know. I respect it. I respect the grind.
I mean, look at all the 5-hour energy bottles that are like on the side on his desk. He really was dedicated to this.
Keyboard game's kind of weak. But a wired mouse, like what are you doing, dude? But I don't know. I'm good.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we hope to see you next time.